In this video, I'll show you how I changed the broken rotary knob on my Samsung electric range. Please note that any repair you do is at your own risk, and I'm not responsible if you break anything or injure yourself. The new button comes with a small circuit and connector. Make sure you have the correct button for your range model. Disconnect your appliance. Remove the back screws and brackets. Open the front door of the oven, and remove the 3 screws located under the front control panel. Slowly remove the top, and flip it vertically to the right. Be careful, as there are cables linking the top to the body of the oven in the back right corner. Remove the cable harness from the holding clips. Then, flip the top completely, making sure not to strain the cables. Disconnect the green ground cable, and disconnect the harness. The harness connector has 2 retaining clips, one on each side, and is fairly tight. Squeeze them and wiggle the connector until it disconnects. Disconnect the harness on the other side, linking the top of the range and the front panel. Remove the 2 screws under the front panel. Slowly lift the front panel and detach it from the cooktop. There will still be a cable harness attached to the range. Place the front panel on its back. Be careful of the sharp metal edge, it loves to cut fingers. Disconnect the 4 cables from the main board. Each connector has a retaining tab that must be squeezed to be disconnected. The transparent plastic cover is held by 4 clips, 1 on each side and 2 at the bottom. To release the side clips, insert a small flathead screwdriver, and gently turn and pry the tab. Lift the cables to have better access to the bottom clips. The bottom clips are difficult to access. Instead of a screwdriver, insert an Allen key under the tab, and use it to push up on each tab. Remove the plastic cover. There are 3 flat cables to disconnect from the main board. These cables and connectors are delicate, handle them with care. To disconnect them, lift the retaining clip and pull the cable from the connector. Remove the screw holding the main board. There are 3 clips at the bottom of the main board holding it in place. Push each clip and pull on the board just enough so the clip does not re-engage. Do not try to pull the board completely out of a single clip to avoid twisting it too much. Instead, go from one clip to the other, each time pulling the board a little more. The 2 flat cables on the right go through the board, so when the board is released, slowly pull it straight out to allow the flat cables to come out of their slots. Finally, we have reached the back of the knob. Remove the 2 screws, holding the knob on the front of the panel. Your knob will have a cable attached to it, which you don't see on the video. This was my second time opening the range. I removed the knob to try and repair it, without success, so I put it back without its cable. Time to install our new knob. Run the 2 flat cables back into the slots in the board. Make sure the cable from your new knob comes out from behind the board, and is not stuck behind it. Insert the board under the top tabs. Push the board into the bottom clips, again going from one clip to the other to avoid twisting the board. Push each clip down as you press the board in place. Reinstall the screw. Reconnect the flat cables. Push each cable gently into its connector until it's fully inserted. While holding the cable fully inserted, close the retaining clip. Reinstall the transparent cover, starting by aligning the bottom tabs. Squeeze the side tabs and clip them into place, then push on the bottom tabs so they also clip into place. Reconnect the 4 cables to the board, make sure they all click into place. Put the cables back in place. Reinstall the control panel, inserting the metal lip into the slot. Align the screw hole with the bracket on the cooktop. Secure the panel with the screws on both sides. Reconnect the wire harnesses and secure them with the fasteners. Also reconnect the green grounding wire. Flip back the cooktop in place. You may notice I forgot to secure the cable harness with one of the fasteners. Make sure you don't forget one like I did. Make sure you align it correctly. Reinstall the 2 brackets in the back. Install the last 3 screws under the front panel. Reconnect the power. Give it a spin and see if everything is working. Thanks for watching. I hope this video was useful.